to strike, dancing on streams. Guilty like raccoon power, shining bright. Second twos, all through the night. Sound out
Welcome, Swarm, to the stream where pixels flicker and the chattel peak. Though you fluttered off, your presence remains. In whispers of wings and echoes of games. Here in Majenko space we unite to laugh and cheer through daylight. So the buzz, if you will, of this little band, heard Mr. Comic, that's the jam.
Matt? Oh. The moment I start speaking. Hello, MJ. Impeccable timing there, MJ.
On the screen for you. No need for thongs or cockhat flair. Strap it in tangible up the chair. Good day, welcome to the show. Crack a burn and scene and let the banner flow. Raise your glass and shout to right. Jay's in the chat, party real tonight.
That's what I was about to say. Matt, you really don't want to play ball with a pie. You just get fruit everywhere. It'll just get messy. And anyway, isn't that sort of thing Chloe's, well, ball game, I suppose. The kind of thing Chloe does is throwing pies around. Certainly when Ben's in chat. Hello! I finally got that out. I've been pondering that for ages, waiting for the stream to start. Hello Matt, hello Chloe, hello Swarm, hello MJ. Playing ball with a pie is a mistake, yes. Big mistake. Steak pie. I had steak pie for dinner. It was very nice. Right, we're doing Netware again today, this time on Windows 95, possibly. First I need Windows 95, of course. Ooh, kidney. No, it didn't have kidney in it. He's a Genius, I think it is. Gluten-free, free from steak pies. Not bad. Bit overpriced. The steak can be a bit gristly at times, but not bad for a free from pie. Yeah. I'd rather have a nice big fat one from the butchers, but no, they don't do gluten-free. So I have to make do with inferior, expensive ones. Hey, Lewisoft. Right, I have my Pentium 200 MMX computer. It's currently in the its cubby hole under the desk here. I don't know what's on it. I can't remember what I've got on it. I need a better butcher. I do, yes. The butcher needs to marry a better baker. I can't remember what's on it, whether it's got Windows on it or DOS or what. And I can't even remember if it's fully wired up to my system or not. So I need to, let's just try switching that to preset 3. It's not 1 or, it's certainly not preset 2. I'm just going to power it on and see if I get anything. Because I might have disconnected the video cable. Nothing coming through yet. Let's try preset 4. Nothing. Preset 1? It's not on preset 1, is it? No. I'm guessing I don't have the video connected up. It might actually be the video cable that I was using for other things, and it's no longer connected. I have a video cable connected to it, which means this probably should be connected to something up here. Let's go digging. I've got... That's the Amiga, that must be the Compaq. So where is... Ah, is that the video cable there? Haha, I guess that should be connected to that. And input 2, there we go. Right, so we have a menu. And it's very much like my 486 setup, this isn't it? No doubt I've got Windows 3.1 on here. Yes, I have. Right, I don't really want to nuke this. Since it's set up. So I'm thinking another hard drive might be needed. How big's the drive in here anyway? It looks like 2 gig. Hang on, this isn't my SD card that I'm booting from, is it? I've ever thought about labelling them. Well, they change so often. No, that's not the SD card. That's actual hard drive. Right, so I've got a what looks like 2 gig hard drive in there at the moment with DOS and Windows on it. So, what exactly do I want to do with this? Let's disconnect everything for the moment. And get it up on the desk. There she is. With the 2 gig partition, was it? I didn't see the full size. It might have been an 8 gig. Let's open it up and find out. Your butcher will do a gluten-free pie, will they? Ooh. Have you got a spare bed, Chloe? Actually, yeah. If you have, it'll be full of laptops. insides of this thing look like that. And this is the ART drive here. And of course, can't see what it is because of the metal shroud in the way. If you had a spare bed, you feel someone would stack Ultra 5s on it, yeah. Actually, do I care about the DOS partition on this? If I'm putting 95 on it, then we basically get DOS anyway. And I've got the 486 for DOS and Windows.
Jump in the ride,
That sounds like a Jeep-in.
Jeep is here with the tail to unload. Cats in the back, vibing on the beat. Rockets looking out their obsolete. Welcome to the Cascade Divide. Watching the stream, we're alive.
10.2 gig, apparently. $12 late. Fail. Oh, you poor thing. That's a 10.2 gig. Now, do I replace the drive, or do I just nuke it? Let's see what I've got in the way of IDE drives. Don't want anything too big because it's not going to be able to handle it. Hey RSK. A Samsung spin point that hasn't failed? What magic is this? It's not been used much. I've got an 80 gig. Another Samsung. 320 Seagate. 750 Seagate. That one's iffy. That was in the in Delroy. Uh, 320. These are all a bit too big. Ooh, I've got my precious Caviar 2540. That was in the 486 when I got it. That's a special drive, that one. 80 gig. And where is it? Where's the size on this thing? 61 gig. 61 gig is the smallest I've got. What would Windows 95 think of 61 gigabytes? Samsung failed due to use, also failed due to lack of use. Never had a problem with Samsungs or Mac stores. What do you say to a 60 odd gig Mac store? What would Windows 95 think of 61 gig? Would it go, oh, what's this? It's too big! Or should I use the 10 gig? Opinions, please. 10 gig Samsung, which has my current OS on it, or 61 gig Mac Store. I don't even know if it works.
With 80 bits, RHK77 says,
Tier 5's Tier 15, Tier 25, Tier 35 2-bait. That's what she said, right?
Absolutely, RHK, thank you for the bits. 10 gig is more than enough. It's 95, not 98 SE. Yeah, but I'm not worried about wasting space. I'm worried what 95 would think of it. Would 95 be okay with 61 gig? Because if I can not nuke the existing one, then I can switch back to that as and when. So long as the motherboard can cope with it. I'll try the 61 gig. Let's see what it thinks of it. shall see what it thinks. I will also need a boot drive on here, won't I? I've got a floppy, but I'm going to need to GoTech it, I think. And my GoTech is otherwise occupied. If I get a 95 thingy, it'll be smarter than the bot. Indeed it will. Let's see if this one even works. Who knows, it might even have 95 on it. Right, let's unplug that from there again. Let's find the cable that I was using on 486 last night. And we have keyboard and power. This isn't set for slave operation, is it? Is it even spinning? Yes, it's spinning. Ooh. Oh, that's the fan down there I can hear being slammed into. What is it? Oh, it's the CD audio cable. Right, settings for this drive. Does it have anything written on it? Of course not, that would be logical. Okay, so we have the Diamond Max. Let's see if I can find the... Where's the power switch gone? Who's nicked my power switch? There it is. 4. This is the Diamond Max. Is it Diamond Max? Or not? Okay, this is the 5T060H6. 5T060H6. $7,200 RPM, it's a fast one. Whoa! No mention of jumpers. We have a manual for it, yay! How much of a manual is it? Good lord, it's only a bloody hard drive. Okay, master slave, cable select, cylinder limitation, factory reserved, factory reserved. Okay, that is set up as master slave is on, which means only drive in single drive system or master drive in a dual drive system. Then we've got cable select. We've got that one going across the top of it, which makes no sense. So that's probably just doing nothing at that point. So that's cable select disabled, cylinder limitation disabled. That could be useful. Let's try enabling the cylinder limitation. If I can get the jumper out from here. Inserting it that way. And then 2 for factory reserved. Hey, Trade Splatter! First job is get hard drive working. Ugh! It worked. Kind of. With Windows ME. I feel dirty now. It should detect it now. Yeah, there we go. It didn't like the size of it. So, the cylinder limitation enabled, it's happier. The DOS Adventures, we got it working, but we didn't really do anything because there wasn't anything to do, and Windows wouldn't work. But we logged in and we could browse the files. Windows ME, ooh, yuck. So now we're going to be trying it on 95, except this is Windows ME on a drive that's just been truncated. Shudder. Right, so now how are we going to do this then? How are we going to tackle this? Windows 95 itself is easy enough. That's just on CD, but it doesn't boot off the CD. Topaz! You haven't seen ME in a while, you never want to see it again. Go away, ME, we hate you. What do I want? I want that one, don't I? So we'll use this one with limited size. We're wasting a bit of the space on it, but who cares? So that goes in that way, doesn't it? So this wants to go in like that. You've managed to largely avoid ME. Yep, me too, thankfully. Even though I did have a computer shop at around about the time that ME was rife, we still managed to avoid it by recommending that nobody ever use it and just generally refusing to install it on customers' machines. I seem to have lost a screw. Not sure where it's gone. Yeah, I was on 2000 mainly at the time with 98 as a multi-boot option. But a few things that didn't like 2000. don't know where that screw. Ah, is that it there? Looks like it. Right, so I'll say, how are we going to manage this? I don't have a 95 boot disc. I do have blank discs. I could try if I can find my my greasy weasel. I don't know where it is at the moment. Ah, there it is. I found it. It's a miracle. So let's just grab a random disc. I should make a proper 95 boot disc, really. I've got DOS 622. NT4 boot. Yeah. Something here that I can reuse. I think maybe that one there might work. Right, we'll put that into the computer itself. Now I shall take the hang on, this is set up for drive B on here. Let's unplug that. I'll leave that unplugged for the moment because I'm going to take this and plug it in its place. I think I've got it the right way around. Let's see if this will work. That there, I shall power up the drive from the computer. Wrong button, there we go. Okay, so should have Windows 95 OSR 2.5 floppy image. It doesn't know flip. Let's rename it to IMG. It's not IBM 144. I think it's probably an O on the end, isn't there? Is it working? Probably not. Not a lot happening here. I don't know if I've got it the right way around on the drive actually. Let's flip that around. spinning permanently now. I think that is backwards now. So it was the right way around. So why is this not working? Ah, it is spinning it now. I don't know that this drive works. Let's try another drive. It's going to be a black drive in a white computer. I didn't try. There we go. Drive B works there. It might actually just have been PEBCAC, of course. I'm listening to Discount Pearl Jam. It certainly sounds like it, yeah. They're very inspired by Pearl Jam and Alice in Chains. That's what we were all listening to back then. This is Scourge, by the way, which is, trying to remember their names. Jason on lead vocals, Dave on lead guitar, Ben on drums, Chris on bass, and... oh, what's the name of the rhythm guitarist? I can't remember the name of the rhythm guitarist. Anyway, it's a band that some friends of mine used to have many years ago. And it's all royalty free because, well, they aren't together anymore and they never really recorded anything other than these little garage tracks. Right, that failed in that drive. I'm going to put this back into here and we'll try it in the original with it. Hopefully the right connections now. See if it works. That should be spinning, but it's not. No, this drive is not happy. Let's try another drive. Rhythm guitarist, a charming description of a guitarist, so able to play one note, yeah. He hasn't yet worked out what his fingers are for. Right, that one is failing miserably. Let's try another disc. No. I mean, this should be working. I've got a potentially wrong cable. Let's try. Well, that must go that way around. Because it's a shrouded header and it can't go any other way around. goes into there, and now we must be on drive A. Okay, so why you no worky? Drive B. No. Is that backwards in there? Oh, that's the right way around. That can only be that way round. That one can only be that way round. There's the shroud on this floppy drive backwards. No, let's try another drive. Have I got any more drives? I will find a working drive. Come back. Come back here. Hello. Thank you. There we go. There's a quote found, you need more than 3 chords. Well, yeah. 3 chords is enough for anybody. You can play anything with 3 chords. And failing at 39. That was the same as last time, and I think that's that disc, because that failed at 39 before. At least 3 notes played at the same time. That's a professional rhythm guitarist. Yep. What was that then, Chloe? Remind me. One note at a time is the lead guitar. One who thinks about money all the time, yeah. Yeah, this is working a lot better with this disc. So I think I've got a dead disc there. Ooh. Failing to verify at the top end there. Let's try it again. Problem with floppies, they're all dying from old age. You'd love to get a stash of DSDD 3.5s. Yeah. Best bet for those is actually from like people's Amiga floppy collections. You get them job lot. But you never know whether they're going to work or not. So you can like get job lots of 50 of them and things like that. Right, will it fail in the same place again? That looks good that time. All tracks verified. Right, so we have a working floppy here, hopefully. So now this needs to go in place of the existing floppy here. Good news, this is a white fronted one. Right, how does this come out? Do I have to take the front off? I don't think I do I? Hope I don't. Or do I? It just pulls off this one, doesn't it? Yeah. Just pulls off. There we go. Clip at the front and out it slides. It's not a bad case, this one, really. Very modular. Seem to want to screw properly there. Have I re-tapped this one for different screws or something? I feel like I might have done. Let's try 632. Did I re-tap it for 632s for some reason? Yes, I must have done, or Or maybe it was already 632s in this one. Screw properly, G-Pin's moment has come. Don't say come around G-Pin. Or he will. Need more 632s. They aren't horrendously long. Unplug this because it slides in through the front. Ah, that's the point. That won't fit, will it? Use flat-headed ones. It's a carrot house.
Pump it up, get loud, dance until the lights go out. Feel the beat, no doubt.
One. That's a good one. I begged you to return, did I? I begged you to come and keep G-Pin in order, certainly. That fits now. Right. It's a Baljamet.
House tonight, bringing love and lighting up the night. Feel the rhythm,
Please
everything.
insert cheese and press any key to continue.
Dancing close, hearts at end tips.
Brie okay for you? Press the Brie key.
Keep it tight. Feel the synth pop, everything's so bright. All Jamet's in the house, I love it night. Dance together through this endless night.
Please insert cheese into drive Brie. Right, that should give us something to boot from now. Let us try it. Eggs omeleted with curry paste. Okay, right. No, go away, Emmy. I need to go in and set the boot order. Hey, see Scuzzy.
I'm gonna kick your ass, bitch.
That wasn't very nice, Carrot House. Let's see if this boots. No, why not? Why aren't you booting? Stop infesting me with ME. AC Scuzzy. A is 144, we need to get rid of B. We know that this floppy drive works because we just wrote the disk using it. I just got a little flash out of it, but then it doesn't even attempt. Windows ME the best ever. No, it's not. It certainly is not. I'm running out of floppy drives here. In fact, I think I've run out of floppy drives. I'm sure the original drive in this worked. Spinning. No, it didn't even attempt to boot off it. Try it by just drive B just in case. I may have had this set up as drive. It shouldn't be set up as drive B. It was in here. It was working originally. Oh, hello, crunchy crunch. Nope, still not even attempting to look at the drive when it goes to boot. What's going on here? You back. This is what I get. Yeah, this is true. This is true. What more did I expect? I'm going to do something radical and unplug the hard drive. So it can't boot ME. Like a virus, ME. course, with no hard drive, this is just going to be moany. So let's go in here, and can I set that to auto? I can, auto. Auto. What am I doing? Image settings, auto image. Come on. Thank you. Ah! This is very Rage Against the Machine, yes. We have bootage. That's without the hard drive attached. And that's the original floppy drive, which wasn't working with the Goto, the Greasy Weasel. Let's plug the hard drive back in. And it's booting with the hard drive in. With the hard drive limited to 32 gigabytes, which is fine. Load Sound Blaster 16 Panasonic CD-ROM driver, no. I have IDE CD, thank you very much. Yay! Okay, create, go, okay. And verify drive integrity and wait half an hour. Newfangled that. Needs more PS2. Did I see Shelby's rotate image 90 degrees command finally finished? He was writing a command to rotate an image 90 degrees, was he, or something? Using image guide edit, not exactly difficult. Or was he running it on the 386? It finally finished us and it's been running for the past 2 days. Oh, yeah. 9.5 hours to rotate 90 degrees. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Nutter. Why would you put yourself through such a thing? You've just verified it. Why are you doing it again? Yeah, my brain converted image edit into image magic. So I didn't really connect the dots there at all. It sure is dedication, yes. Could have been broken while verifying. Gotta double check, yep. Gotta check that it's checked. Check the checking checked. I'm gonna need a disc for this, aren't I? Let's get my box of discs out. Box file. See if I can find a copy of Windows 95. 2098. Various restore discs. Windows 95 might work if we're lucky. Right, I'm going to put this back together a bit now that we've got it booting. I don't like running CDs on their sides. And I know you generally can, but I don't like it. This feels wrong. You go and food, Ben. A Ben with food in him is always a better Ben than a Ben without food in him. Nearly screwed. And it is screwed. Disk in drive. Wrong button. Right button. Dot dot dot. This was booting. I haven't unplugged anything. Now that it's in situ, it's not booting anymore. Now it is. It's being temperamental. Right. Format C. Actually, no, let's just go to E setup. And actually, I'm going to need a mouse, aren't I? Let's plug this one in. A mouse is always going to be helpful when it comes to using Windows. Can't read from Drive C. That's because I haven't formatted it. Okay, let's format it then. Directionally dependent hardware, yes. It won't work stood up. Actually, what am I doing? Let's cancel that. Let's add a /Q. You also won't work in most orientations, yeah. Well, you're just a lazy bastard, aren't you? Ah, it can't be quick formatted after all. I kind of get the feeling it's showing stuff off the bottom here. It is. Whoa. No, don't zoom in. Come on. Recall preset. There we go. It's your dependence on gravity, yes. This could be a while. Formatting 32 gig. Right, that's going to be ages. So, while we're waiting, I've been playing with Netbox. Which I like for managing my network. works for me. It fits my way of thinking. I tried PHP IPAM and didn't like it. So I thought I would try Netbox, and I love it. Because it has the fine-grained control that I like. It also has a plugin with jelly wires to show your network. It takes a while to set things up though, but it works. It lets you actually do your network properly, and it handles console connections. I really like Netbox. It's got everything I need. And it has Jelly Network. I mean, you can't go wrong with Jelly Network. It's just genius, is Jelly Network. World of goo, yes. But it lets you set up devices, interfaces on devices, patch panels in your rack, connections between devices, cables, wireless. It even lets you set the colour of the cable. And in this, you've got blue cables and white cables. It lets you arrange your racks and what's in them. Where are we? Racks. I've got that rack which has got my switch, my N1606, my mux and my mixer in it. The switch has all those interfaces, what they connect to, and it's wonderful. Stop talking about your rack. PHP IPAM treats what's actually found by scanning the network as truth. Netbox treats the database as truth, and if the network is different, well, that's your fault and you have something misconfigured. Exactly, yes. If it'll stare at your rack, absolutely. It tells you at a glance which interface it plugs into and everything. So. It even does lags as well, link aggregation groups, which I'll be using to connect to the garage at some point. I really like it. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, which is nice. And it all runs quite happily from a Docker. %36%. You've got a script that jumps through all sorts of heaps to build a network map and populates PHP IPAM. Fair enough. I like doing it manually. Part of the fun. Because in doing it manually, I actually found some things that I'd configured, not wrongly, but differently to other things, and so that already allowed me to clean up my interfaces and things a little bit, which is nice. Ooh, not too far off, halfway there. That's just fancy, Matt. That is just fancy. I could do it, but can't be asked. 46. You love how even through all the background music you can hear the machine, yeah. Good old spinning rust. In fact, I can do you one better than that. Possibly. Except that's just disappeared now, hasn't it? Properties. There. Okay. There you go. Have some real computer noise now. That's enough of that. Don't want your ears melting. You got your spectral audio editor recently, you can sample that. Just an old IDE hard drive formatting. %, almost 2/3 that. Ooh, nearly up to 69.
Nice.
There we go. One, come on, be a bit quicker. .73, nearly there, come on, come on. What projects am I looking to return to? Well, what have I got on the go at the moment? I've got the RTM-FM, of course, which we need to get back to sometime. I need to get to the bottom of why Edgar's hard drives all suddenly vanished one day. Edgar being the big Vax. So I need to do some debugging of that sometime. That's not going to be a fun thing to do because that's all in the garage. I've got the power supply for the RS6000 to get round to being brave enough to plug in. I've got the terminal server. I've got these various games to finish. Star Trek Jedi needs finishing. Unreal still hasn't been finished. I still haven't finished Unreal Gold. So there's a few games to finish. There's work that I always need to do on the bot. Soma I need to finish off as well, yes. There's loads of games to finish off still. What other hardware-y projects are there on the go at the moment? I can't remember. Every Jedi needs a good finishing. Giggity. Oh yes, Deep Rock Galactic is good fun. Don't slap Carrot House, he just enjoys it. What I might do this week actually is just put the finishing touches to the terminal server and order the PCBs for that. And then we'll get on with experimenting with that at some point in the future. I need to order a load of components to go with that as well. Nearly there, 98. $99. Yay! Let's use the right keyboard, shall we? Okay, so now let's try setup. G-Pin's fault, yes. Everything's G-Pin's fault. Do I not have mouse? What am I doing? Into here. Let's pull that across to there. I think this is going to want an adjustment. That should be 640. That's better. Pull that across to there, that's pretty good. We've got no mouse. So we're doing this by hand with no mouse. Might be because I plugged the mouse in after powering up. The first time I ever installed Windows 95 was on 13 floppy disks. On a Pentium 60. Doing it by hand, Carrot House's favourite, kinky. Totally effed your machine up because you upgraded from 3.1. Yeah. Okay, we'll do a typical one. Right. Installing your 486 DX4100. Nice. I need an OEM key. No, it's not the 111 because it's longer than that. But we can try all ones. No. It's the OSR2 one. Right, let's try 05097 002 0694 98184. There we go. You've got to go and do some work, have you? Oh, leaving MJ in charge. No, don't leave MJ in charge. He'll be just being off to bed soon. Okay. Yes, we have network. Yes, we have sound. So once I've got this set up and working, I'll have my 486 with DOS and Windows, which I need to clean up the Windows installation on that, fix it. This one with 95, got my compact with 98. I've got nothing after 98 as a permanent installation other than laptops with XP on it. No, I don't want to make a startup disk. Copying Windows 95 files to your computer. Oh, does it? That bit was hidden behind the computer. I couldn't see it.
I do apologise. I'm an idiot.
I can't see the bottom of the screen here because the computer itself is in the way. I don't know why it needed you to click next. Petty. Really petty. Needy. Needs validation all the time. Yes, Windows 95. You're wonderful, Windows 95. Now go and do some bloody work. Get more done after hitting next. Need to pay those front-end designers for something. Maybe should have paid they should have paid the front-end designers full stop. Almost halfway through, yay! Chug, chug. This is a 52 speed CD drive as well. And it's still slow. Windows 95 and plug and play should not be a part of the same sentence. Unless that sentence is, plug and play really sucks on Windows 95. Then they can be in the same sentence. %, 87, 88, it's flying along now. 89, oh. 91. Get to 99 and just hang for half an hour. As is the Microsoft way. Five. CBM Doomworld, hello, thank you for the follow. Hope you're enjoying it here. Well, you must be, that's why you followed. You can register by modem. Not anymore, you can't. They've closed that line down now. They've closed down all their modem and telephone registration and activation lines now. Enjoy anything with old Windows. Good, good. Well, once we've got this all set up and working, we're hopefully going to set it up for Novell Netware client to talk to the server that I built over the weekend. But that's probably, at this rate, going to be tomorrow. Because Ben should be taking over at about 9:30, in about an hour's time. With a bit of Lego and an idea that he has had, that he's just not letting on. Starting Windows 95, yay! You can still activate XP, but you can only do it over the internet now. They've closed down the XP application activation telephone service. Hey, we have a mouse now. Please insert the disk labeled Windows 95 Disk 12. Okay. But we don't have... It wants to install the mouse driver. The mouse is working. It wants to get it off floppy disk. We installed off CD. Let's not install the mouse driver then. There you go, go. 20 stream streak. It's only fairly recently that they've closed down the phone service. Or maybe they reopened it again because of people getting narky with them. Pentium MMX, gonna try and get it working tomorrow. IDE to SD card adapter, yep, I've got one of those in here as drive D. They work quite well. DOS 622, maybe a 1 gig card, that would work well, yes. It's Hot Rocks. This is a 32 gig drive, well, there's a 60 gig drive in here, limited to 32 gig. And I think I've got a 2 gig card in here for the SD card. But yeah, the SD card adapters work really quite well. I can recommend them, so long as you're only doing DOS or Windows. I don't want to install the printer. Go away. The 32 gig is dependent on your motherboard, really, whether it can cope with anything that size. This couldn't cope with the whole size of the hard drive, which is 61 gig. So I had to enable the size limiting on the drive, which is a jumper on the end of it, to limit it to 32 gig, and then it was happy with it. Right, let's just welcome Hot Rocks' goats.
A goat peers cautiously through the undergrowth and, seeing no sign of trouble, calls its friends. Within seconds, 100 goats are in the forest, munching and crunching. A bare minute later, the goats move off, leaving behind a completely stripped and defoliated woodland. As you can see, a shoal of goats is capable of skeletonizing a forest in under a minute. This invasive species should not be allowed to enter the ecosystem and should be eradicated should escapes occur.
Hiya, Hot Rocks. And hello, Hot Rocks goats. 61 gig hard drive must be British, yep. The smallest spare one I had. Activate setup of Internet Explorer 4. Do eradicated ghosts end up in room 454? No, that's a sanctuary for them. It's only when they escape from there that they're at risk. Yeah, that is a concern with SD cards, is if you do end up swapping to them, they can be worn out fairly quickly. Let me just quickly sort out my alignment here. Vertical start, increase. Come on, vertical start, increase. That'll do. But saying that, how much are you going to use the Windows 95 installation anyway? It's not, you're not going to be hammering it, are you? So. But personally, I like to run on real spinning Rust because it's just got that extra authenticity about it. But it can be harder and harder to get them. Nostalgia, yes. Remember when IE4 came in a big box? Yep. Don't worry, Carrot House, we can't read, so it doesn't make any difference. Whether you spell it right or not, we still understand it. You're watching a YouTube video and I thought of you and have a question. Do I have any Sun systems? I have two Sun systems. I've got a Spark Station 20 and I've got an Ultra 60. Yes. And Chloe's got some Sun Ultra 1s, I think it is, or Sun 1s or Spark 1s or something that are hiding away in her attic that I keep trying to get off her. You've got a Sun system or two or three, but you don't know how to use them. You've got a garage full of everything. You have, Carrot House. You need to get your ass in gear and get me on a call to talk you through setting him up. This person was cursing at it trying to fix it just to run an old Mac emulator. Okay, right. Fine. Each to their own, I suppose. Every time you call, I'm in the tub with a rubber duck. Yep. Speaking of which, I'll be doing that again tonight. I mean, was it a very, very, very old Sun? Because the very old Suns were 68,000 based. So I could see running an incredibly old Sun running on 68,000, emulating a Mac that was 68,000. Did they show what model of Sun they were working on? It's probably a Spark of some form. If the earlier 68,000 ones are hen's teeth. You've got a 386 that you need to fix up. You want to put an EGA on that because you have the card and the monitor. Nice. Going to run the DOS virus card on that one as well. Yeah, fair enough. EGA is one card I don't have. Well, there's a few cards I don't have. That's one of the cards I don't have here is EGA. I've got MDA, I've got CGA, and I've got VGA, but I don't have EGA and I don't have Hercules. I need to acquire those at some point. Preparing to run Internet Explorer 4. Ooh. Macintosh application environment. Was it CSGO Pirate? Because he's got a video about it. The MAE Wikipedia page. X-Window system provides Macintosh Finder graphical user interface in a window. Was launched in '94 for Spark-based systems, running Solaris 2.3. That's a bit earlier than I'm running. And PA RISC-based systems running HPUX, which Ben has numerous of. A special version of System 7.1 that's integrated multi-finder environment running on an emulated 68040 CPU. Up to 70% of host RAM can be allocated. Custom environment omits support for some Mac functionality, such as QuickTime, sound, serial, networking, hardware drivers with CDEVs, and inits. Host integration was introduced to compensate with the host system's storage, including floppy CD-ROM drives. Interesting. I'll have to have a tinker with that at some point. I might need to downgrade my Spark station to 2.3, which is ancient. Active desktop. Oh yes. Active desktop. Viewers web page. Turn off. Gone. Right. Well, we are installed. Right. Do I have the drivers available? No, why do I not get? Can you find it? Hey, RF programmer. Getting really late where you are. Yeah. Yeah, the VODs will be available. They also go on YouTube as well for posterity, so they don't time out. Check what we've got on here. Maybe it's in the Savage 9. That's just a zip file. S3 95. It's a zip file. I need to unzip that. I've only got the. Was it the Trio 64? This one, I can't remember. Can't find hardware, so maybe it's not the Savage 9, this one. I can't remember which card this is. I know it's an S3. Is it the Trio, this one, not the Savage? In which case I would need that file there. Right, let's shut this down and I shall unzip that file on my computer. The ID2SD is just my D drive, which is very handy for transferring files onto the system.
I just wanted to let you know that I passed on your message. Majenko should definitely take care of himself and drink plenty of water.
Oh yeah, I should have a drink of water, shouldn't I? Oh! Thank you for that, Tyler Hoot. Oh, that went down the wrong way. Right, S395.
With 50 bits, Chloe Raccoon says.
Tier 50, there's water and cider, but you haven't been to the shops.
No, I haven't. Extract here. I'll also extract that one. Not that you can see, of course. Thank you for the bits, Chloe. You did indeed, Tyler, yes. Experiment with the Mac emulator. No joking on stream, have another sip to fix it. I did have, yes. Go away, you. Do I want it shown next time? No, I don't. Right, so now, hopefully, wrong button, right click, properties, device manager, display, standard VGA, driver, update driver, next, other locations, browse, D drive, video, S3, 95, that one there possibly. Okay. No. Select driver from a list. No. What am I doing? Cancel. This is the... Let's install that. There we go. S3 to DRV. Is that okay? S3 refra. There. Hopefully that'll work. Wrong folder. It was, yes. There wasn't in the first folder I looked in. There might have been in the second, but I didn't look. But it thinks it's installed something anyway. Oh, colour! Proper colour. .800 by 600, that's good. we go full colour? Not at that resolution. Change resolution. Must reboot. Good old Windows 95. Must reboot to change resolution. Okay, where's my 1606? There it is, size and position. Let's slide that over. It doesn't like being in a small window, this. That looks good. Good enough. Forgot about that misery, indeed. Okay, what devices do we have in here? We don't have our network. We have our sound blaster though, apparently. Come on. Hopefully we've got 3C, yep. Three-com. Work group is work group. This computer needs a name. This computer doesn't have a name. It needs to be named. We've never got around to naming this computer. Pentium 200 MMX. No, this is it's a white box by Woodstock Centre Limited, apparently. What's this we? Well, I like to involve you in the stream. Makes you feel wanted. No, this is the P200 MMX. This is the faster system. It's got a... Yeah, I'll show you. Except I think my camera has decided to terminate itself, as it does. That's the logo on it. Woody. Ooh, Woody, yeah. I like Woody. Wanted? Sticks up a poster. Machenko wanted for crimes against sanity, namely the bot. Reward, £10.50. Woody, I like Woody. Yeah, we'll have Woody. Let's go back to that. Woody. £10.50 is too much. It is a bit, really, yes. Yeah, it should be about tree fiddy. What am I doing? I'll go yes, I'll keep that file. Idiot. Yeah, I often do that, but I haven't done this time. I should do. I often install from the hard drive because it's faster. I should have done that originally, but I didn't think about it until I'd started doing the installation. Let's get a network cable as well and plug it in. We don't need no stinking passwords. You changed nothing, you need to reboot. This cable is working. This is the one we were using last night. We have network adapter now. Yay! Settings, control panel. Internet. Connection. Get connected. I'm already connected. Don't know if this is going to work. Doesn't look like it. I'd love to set up a dial-up system. I need an old exchange, an old office exchange to do that with, really. I've got enough modems. I can remember where it is in here. But it certainly has IP installed, but actually let's go. Hello. I asked you to run command. What's going on? It's completely crashed now. This installation looks pooched already, and it's only just been created. It's the default state for 95, yeah. Are you happily fed now, Benjamin? That answers that question. What was tonight's culinary delight for you then, Ben? Cheeseburger! Ben Can has cheeseburger! Trying to run command causes the whole computer to just die. How quaint. Okay. Reboot. Cheeseburger! Icon has assimilation, yeah. Let's try it a different way. Exit. Yeah, whatever. I don't know how reliable this hard drive is. It could be a toasted hard drive. Let's go up here, let's go programs, let's go MS-DOS prompt. Gone. I assume it has IP and IPX installed. Netware. It's got Internet Explorer and dial-up networking and all those things, so it must have IP. But the fact that it won't even run Command Com is worrying, shall we say. Yeah. It has TCP/IP installed. Now. I want to, Tyler Hoop, but what I really need is an exchange, an Office exchange, an analog Office exchange. It's clever, that, isn't it, Chloe? It will give you Internet Explorer and dial-up networking and all this internet stuff, but we won't actually let you communicate on it. You saw a nice one listed the other day. Oh, yeah. If I could get a proper exchange with analog lines, then I would set up a dial-up network setup. Yeah. Okay. A Panasonic or something. They do some good ones. You'd enjoy that. Yep. It'd be a fun thing to do because I've got a pile of Win modems and things. Or actually, have I still got them, or did I chuck them out? I'm not sure. I've got some modems, certainly. Not to be distributed outside of BT. Nice. Yeah, I hate Win modems. Hey, it works. We've got piles of modems, if I need one to tell you. Everyone has piles of modems. Welcome back, Swarm. Yeah, if somebody can find a decent exchange that's not too big, not too hefty, then I would certainly have a go at setting up a dial-up setup. I mean, it could kind of be done through voice over IP, but it's, yeah, as Ben has discovered, it's iffy at best. But I'd certainly stick a modem on my terminal server. So you can dial into the terminal server. That does slip natively as well, which is useful. Right, well, we have network now. Blame Benny's eaten, yeah. to dial up over your fibre and it had issues staying connected. Yep. Right. How far off are you streaming, Ben? $22. I think we can try it in that time. Getting my Netware client disk out of the gateway at the moment. Or trying to, if it will eject. Come on. Ejectify. Give it to me. Give it to me. Thank you. Let's see what happens when I put this into here. Trouble with the old CD drives. Yeah, they like to get stuck. Need to some clients working is for family and friends, yes. Run 2 wires to the garage for the slowest link, slowest link ever. Yeah. Come on, are you going to work for me? You're sitting there flashing at me. Don't make me have to put the SD card in my computer and extract the files to there. Ah, there we go, it worked that time. English! Windows 95, 98 client. Typical. Typical. You want to reply to this scammer. Ask the bot what to reply with. Go on, I dare you. See the discussion below. The invoice is overdue and has been approved for payment. Ensure this is processed and paid accordingly. Contact Lynn Pardew at lynn@blanchardbillings.com. Ooh, for the official bill. This payment must be prioritised and completed quickly. I want to reply. Name. Can spell. Adding client for Windows. Hint to the MD if your client doesn't spell prioritised with a Z, yeah. If you are configuring for Netware 3 server, which I'm not, it is recommended that you set a preferred server. For Netware 4 servers, it's recommended that you set a preferred tree and name context. I'm setting for Netware 5. No, the server isn't on at the moment. I should see about booting the server up, shouldn't I? Which means moving the server over here, which means giving myself a hernia. I need to put wheels on Delroy, I think. Okay. Network. What am I using for network? This one. Actually, I should really swap these two networks over, shouldn't I? Because that's the short cable. And this is the long cable. Right. Reboot. And Delroy should be booting up. Another hernia, luxury. Oh, it becomes a skater boy, yep. Do the thing, please reboot. What am I using for network? Copper, I hope, yes. Some bastard swapped cables for CCA, probably. No, cheap-ass cables. Crusty cheap-ass cables. Novell, I saw flash past. Okay. Netware login. Not wrong password, wrong keyboard. Waiting for Delroy to finish booting, takes a while. Try the micros. Hey Peter. Try the Microsoft Network, which I don't think exists anymore.
Champion!
With 69 bits, a swarm of dead insects says.
Corgo 69, I had a near-death experience. I saw novel flash before my boot.
Thank you for the 69-bit swarm. See if we can find a tree. We can.
Champion!
With 50 bits, Chloe Raccoon says.
Cheer 50, it is said before death, your life flashes before your eyes. Yes, it's called living.
I recognise that quote. That's from Terry Pratchett, I do believe. Thank you very much for the bits. web server doesn't give out an X-Clax overhead header, no. Request to server timed out. It may not have finished booting yet. Can't access tree. Have you forgotten which tree you're up? Can't find a tree now suddenly. Why not? Internet is still working on here. Let's set that to be my home directory, my home page. My tree is Magenko. The domain is Magenko.co.uk for IP. Not finding the server within the tree. Now I can't find any contexts. It did before. Let's get the display plugged in to Delroy and see what it's currently showing. It's showing that, as we would expect. I have no keyboard in it. Internet's working. We have IPX with frame type 802.2. We have IP with Ethernet 2. And those on the 3com. We'll try the 3com. If I can get the network cable in. Come on. Has no IP on it, so it should be IPX only. There's a support call from one of your favourite customers. They suggested taking a look at Pico 506, which you may find useful. Most cheapest 506 RLF MFM hard drive emulator. Cool. Ooh. I shall bookmark that for later. Nice find there, Matt. Very nice. If I try putting the server into an actual tree, well, it is a Dell, so it's going to end up that way eventually. So, what's slightly worrying is they cite your blog. Oh dear, no, we're not finding anything with it on that. Okay, back into there. So we find the tree, go for a context. Can't find a context. We look for a context. Can't find any context. We look for a context. Can't find the context. Look for the context. Can't find the context. Okay, Novell Netware client, 3Com, IPX. We don't have IP anymore. We've lost our IP. Nope, we do have genuine RSA encryption. Let's add TCP/IP. Oh, hang on, it did. Maybe it did have it. Maybe just off the bottom. Of course we had IP. We got to the website. We do have IP. Hey, Bam Pam. Just in time for the last 4 minutes of the stream. I have IPX 32-bit and I have that one. I can take that one off and it takes both of them off. If you have one, if you have that one, you have to have that one. They've got to both be on there. So it's like that's just a wrapper for that. Maybe only 12 more IPX protocols, yeah. IP inside and around IPX. You don't want to pee in and around IPX. What if we take off TCP/IP completely and NetBUI and just have, and we'll take away client from Microsoft, and we'll just have Netware and IPX. You are removing something. You must give me the CD so that I can remove the files. Oh, of course. Let's actually put the Windows disk in the drive, shall we? Reboot! IP freely I have, you know. IPX works just like magic if you're all on the same network segment. Right, let's see if we can find something here. Tree, Majenko. Context, Majenko. Server, Delroy. It really didn't like having TCP/IP installed. Now we're cooking with Netware. Indeed we are. NW admin 32. Can we load it now? Yay! We are cooking. But why it did not like having IP, I do not know. Create group. Too many keyboards.
A swarm of dead insects says absolutely is killed Netwares.
Create user. So, do I set the password? Or don't I? Majenko Moo must be related to you, Cat Misty Moo. Oh. Now that you've said that, I expect you to go onto Discord and post some pictures in the Cats channel. There we go, change password. No, that's the password for admin. Come on, log me in. I've just created myself. Tried rebooting. Well, it is 95, so yeah. Public, Win32. NW admin 32, create shortcut here. Is Ben live yet? He should be. He is. He's live. Why did nobody tell me Ben's live? We need to go raid him right now. I'll be back tomorrow to carry on with this. Same Majenko time, same Majenko place. So let's go raid Ben. See what his surprise idea is. See you tomorrow.